Hi, good day all. Ashley Mongrou here. So today we want to look at another question from the TTPS Examination Board Police Duties 1 syllabus. And that question is, the category mental health officer does not refer to a person designated A. Psychiatric social worker, B. Registered mental nurse, C. District health officer, and D. Psychiatric therapist. In order to answer this question, we must look at standing order number 33 on mentally ill persons. So, a mentally ill person refers to a person who is suffering from such a disorder of the mind that he requires care, supervision, treatment, and control, or any combination of treatment to these problems for his own protection or welfare, or for the protection and welfare of other persons. A mental health officer refers to a person designated under Section 61 of the Mental Health Act as follows: psychiatric social worker, a registered mental nurse, district health visitors, other nurses with equivalent training and experience as district health visitors. When a person is in police custody and suspected to be mentally ill, and his demeanor and or behavior is of a nature likely to cause injury to himself or other persons while in custody who are or who may be in his or her proximity, it shall be the responsibility of the second division officer in charge of the station, district, or branch where that prisoner is detained to A. Ensure that the mentally ill person is separated from other persons in custody, and solicit the assistance of a mental health officer to have the mentally ill person taken to a hospital for medical attention. A police officer shall render assistance on the following occasions: when required by a mental health officer, when called upon by a member of a family, friend, legal guardian, or relative of a mentally ill person, and when a request is made by any member of the public. A police officer shall render such assistance as may be necessary for the apprehension and safe conveyance of the member of that family who is mentally ill to a psychiatric hospital or an approved medical institution designated for handling such cases, or to a police station, whichever is applicable in the instant case. Breach. So, where a mentally ill person has committed a breach of the peace, a police officer shall apprehend him as soon as practicable afterwards and take him to a court of competent jurisdiction to be dealt with according to law. A police officer shall not a police officer shall not request a mentally ill person to give and or sign a written statement except on the advice of a psychiatrist. It shall be the responsibility of the officer in charge of the court and process branch to ensure that the persons mentioned at paragraph 8 above is transported to the particular court on the date and time so required to attend court. And let's look at the question. The category mental health officer does not refer to a person designated psychiatric social worker, registered mental nurse, district health visitor, and D. Psychiatric therapist. So the answer is D. Psychiatric therapist. All the others refer to the mental health officer in accordance with the relevant